How's it going? I it's actually 5:29 in the morning, dude. Check it out. October 8th, Tuesday. 5:30. Yeah, I bought weed yesterday and I just got really high. Did right now because like last night, yesterday afternoon, I decided that I wanted to upload videos that I screen captured Google Earth stuff. And so I went and looked at my computer and saw what I had, and I saw there was Boulder Strava. So I was putting that on Facebook. And then I was putting these different prefixes on it to show what folder it was in, and then I kind of got sidetracked putting it in actually on my computer to prep them to put on all the other places online. So, but there's so many of them, I got carried away. And I was like, oh my god, am I back on the website? Because that was it's not the website, but it's computer work. So that would be a full-on relapse into the computer if I were to do that. So I kind of got hooked into that. But then I stretched for a couple hours until 1:30 in the morning, and then I woke up at 4:30 or something. And then couldn't sleep, so I just got up here at 5. And it's 5:30, so only slept 3 hours or whatever. But I feel awake, especially after I smoke weed. So yeah, I got weed because I was I got $5. I went to the store and got an energy drink because that's what I do when I smoke weed. And I got $5 of weed. I still have that much left. But yeah, I need to quit though altogether. That was kind of like a relapse. I shouldn't have done that because I thought that I actually was thinking yeah, let's just work all night long and get the head on this. That's why I got it. I was like, wait, what are you doing? But I started stretch. Yeah. So, anyways, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask ChatGPT if there's a batch edit you can do to add in front of all of the ones in a folder, but the videos. But oh, and I'm also have to edit all the videos. And I had to convert all the videos of Atlantis to something that wasn't as big. I had to convert them to these files that are just make them 4 times bigger to go onto my Stream Deck for when I stream. But if I want to put it up online, it has to get, and somehow I converted it, and then I deleted the original because it wasn't there, so I had to convert it back. And that took forever, but while I was doing, so the computer was kind of slow, so while I was doing that, I was naming and uploading. I uploaded only 6 or something. But I also need to put the screen capture of the actual segment, which I didn't do on the 5 that I did there, so by just doing a screen capture, so because QuickTime won't add, I do it with QuickTime, it won't add the just an image, so you have to make it a video. So and yeah, put that on, and then I had to remove sound that was on it, and then chop off the end of it, of each one, and the beginning of some. So more edits. But yeah, I'm gonna do that to a whole bunch of Strava ones. I don't know how many. It's more than 1,000. And then I have Atlantis, which is about hundreds or something. 100. Yeah. So some of those might be longer. One is longer because the free version of this Movavi video editor doesn't do videos more than 5 minutes, and I think one of them's an hour or something. So I guess I'll have to convert that with Premiere or something. I have Creative Cloud. Anyway, my birds have been flying back and forth, all 4 of them. I have 4 birds for there they are. So yesterday, yeah, I got up kind of late, and so that's when I decided to kind of change my strategy. Don't worry about trying to get to sleep if it doesn't. Sometimes you get up early, not and late, regardless of like how tired you are. But yeah, oh yeah, last night I made a big breakthrough with stretching. After I was doing all that work, my legs started to hurt, and I was like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, relapsing on the website. I got to stretch because my hip is hurting. My hip hurts all the time. And, yeah, and I stretched for like a couple hours or something, but I increased my stretches from 1.5 minutes. I've been doing 1.5 minutes forever, but I increased them up to 5 minutes a stretch because every time when I'm stretching at 1.5 minutes, I'm like still getting more into the stretch. And even with these 5-minute stretches, I'm like still trying to get into it because like by the end of a 5-minute stretch, I'm kind of doing like a different stretch. Like I'm holding a different pose. I'm going down even farther. And so I try to remember like where I was to try to get to there as quickly as possible, know what the stretch is. So, and then I hung out on my little juggling ball. It's like that big on my side, like acupressure for 5 minutes. Put my whole body weight on it. And I'm mainly just focusing. Yeah, when I push my thumb down here too, it like feels really good. Because it's sore. That's right. And the ball's perfect. But yeah, I'm focusing on my left hip because that's the one that bothers me. But yesterday, I kind of got up to a early start, but then got up kind of late. But I had these fake plants that I put up on my deck that I got the other day, $25 for 3 strips that were like 10 feet long or something. And I wired it to the bottom. I have these like frames for plants that go up the side, and those things are tweeting because I have the lights on and I'm talking. It's so awesome how they follow my schedule, the birds. But so then and it came with its own zip ties, green zip ties. So I zip tied it to the side of it, and then to the ceiling, and then around the edge. And like the edge of the ceiling, these guys came, and first they painted it, and then they went and filled it up with this like stuff this foam that grows up, and it was kind of bubbling out. So I used that, drilled through that to hang and to cover that with the plant, and then it went out, and then I did the other side, and then I ordered more so they could meet in the middle, and then have one come out to my chair and cover up the cracks and stuff. So yeah, it looks really cool. Hopefully they'll let me keep it. Hopefully there's no ordinance that says you can't attach anything to your apartment on the outside, but I think fake plants go really well in with real plants, and then in the summer I'll try to maybe grow real vines up there. But yeah, I'm gonna do these 5-minute stretches from now on. I get deeper, and I even got kind of tired. Because I have to. My shoulder is also insane tight too in these stretches. It's way tighter than my right side. Somehow my left shoulder side got just way tighter than my right side, and more. And the hip, I had problems. I sprained my ankle really badly, left side. I was like 20, maybe I has it. It actually, the most uncomfortable thing actually walking is the front of my leg, front of my shins. The muscles always sore. I have trouble pulling even my foot up. It sucks. Yeah. Then my ankle hurts a lot sometimes, so that's why getting like running and lifting weights again is gonna hopefully make it back to normal, and I'll have to forget about that, but it could have caused all these other, but yeah, so that's the goal. I don't know how long it'll take. I should ask ChatGTP, but yeah, maybe I should stretch now. But I was thinking about going to the gym at 6, right at 6, just to go there, right at, and then I could stretch after. So yeah, yesterday I did lift weights with, yeah, and can't remember what time, but yeah, I think it was 49,000 pounds of lifting. And then I came back because because I just wanted to stretch. Not because I was tired or something, but I just kept thinking about stretching because my legs felt, hip was hurting and stuff. But I did 3 sets of 10 on the hack squat with 2 plates on each side. Back when I was lifting weights at the gym last time, when I got lifted weights the most, when I was in Austin, I was doing 3 sets of 10 with 3 plates on each side, but I think my leg was farther forward. Now I have my legs more under me, which makes it easier. But that was about as strong as I was, and doing that I could even budge 4 plates. But I was mainly lifting upper body when I was there. But I did have a lower body routine. I did not as much, and I think I was doing like deep squats at 2 plates per side on a Smith squat. But so yeah, I like that one. But and then I went and did leg extension and curl. I think extension was like 135, which was heavier than I had been doing. I've been doing 120, and then curl at 130. Yeah, which was heavier. So I notched those up too. But yeah, I feel my legs right now, they're sore. So but not my butt. I should do like, see, going in at 6, I have free reign, because every single time I've been in there, the like squat ones in the middle where you can do that kind of stuff, I've never even done that. Glute bridge. Actually, I think I can do it here in my house. But I don't want to lift weights here because they're going to open at 6, and I want to know how crowded it is there at 6. But I want to do a day of lifting here in my apartment. I haven't done that yet. I just spent all day long lifting in my apartment. So I have everything. Barbell and dumbbell. But what else is sore? I did like isolateral bench press, decline and regular. No, decline and incline. And yeah, I'm starting to look forward to working out. And curl, bicep curl and extension, and then pull down, which I have trouble holding. I'm going to bring my other gloves maybe today. And those things are too big around. And I have a pull-up bar I'll practice on. Oh, and I also have these grips I need to grip. But so yeah, so today might be a really good day to get a bunch of lifting in. Like maybe I can lift 200,000 pounds today. Yeah, and I come up with the idea yesterday in the lifting world is like maybe every 25,000 pounds of lifting, and I should write down a sample of what that is. Because like 3 sets of 10 at 100 of whatever gives you 3,000, and 25,000 divided by 3,000 is 6, 7, 8, right? 8 1/3. So it'll be like 8 going in there and doing 8 different machines at 100 pounds. That's kind of like, I haven't timed myself. I keep forgetting to remember when I go in there. But that's kind of like, I don't know, maybe like a half hour. It's kind of like a break, like a lunch break or something. And so you could use that as like lifting chunk. You could call it like a name, lifting chunk. And then, so 25,000. So like 4 of those would be like a good lifting day, 100,000 pounds. And then like a big lifting day would be like 8 of those, or maybe like 10 chunks. So that would be 250,000 pounds. I should try that. 250,000 pounds. Yeah, so my record is 121,000. I did that like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago or whatever. Yeah, because I'm listening to Thomas Aquinas. Oh, and I came up with another idea, dude. I'm gonna instigate it now, today. So, on my vlogs, I like list how many thousands of pounds I like lift, per day, and how many miles I run and miles I bike, and how many vertical I bike. So I wanted to also list how many exactly, measure it, how many hours I listen to on Audible, and if I'm listening to a book on my website, you would list how many pages you read through. So, and then so you would write on the title if you can, or just down below on the title, maybe you would just write how many hours, but down below you would write from when. So you just have to you just do it by screen capture. You do a screen capture in the morning before you start, and then you play it. And then when no, my tongue's getting wet, getting dry. And then when you, see, it's getting kind of light out. And then when you're done, you do a screen capture, or you look at it, and then you just see how many hours it was. And then you put that in as how many hours you do. And so that can help you keep track of how many hours, and help you kind of motivate to keep it moving forward, because sometimes some books are just, a slog. Like Summa Theologica by Thomas Aquinas. It's like 71.5 hours long. And he's just being like, rule 1, da 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 da. Dissension number 1, do. Dissension number 2, do. It's like reading the law code. It's basically what it is, the original law code. Or, yeah. Of the Catholic Church. Or, yeah, but I mean of like social etiquette. So, yeah, I think I have like 3 hours left, so when I'm done with it, I don't know what I'll listen to, but I think I might want to experiment with having my computer my phone read books off my website, because Thomas Aquinas is all about referencing all of the other writers before him, like especially Aristotle. He's his favorite. He calls him the philosopher. But he also Chrysostom and Augustine, and yeah, he mentions these guys so much. I wanted to read what they were writing. Like I want to do Chrysostom and try some of those at the Fall of Rome. They're really freaking like difficult, because they're all theological, like talking about the netherworld. There was like this point in Byzantium in Constantinople in like the 300s when you couldn't buy a loaf of bread without getting an argument with the baker of whether it was the Trinity or the or like, yeah, whether the Trinity existed, or if it was just God, like everybody was having this on like eating, maybe there was something in the bread. Maybe they were all like tripping acid. Having these like afterlife arguments. But yeah, so you kind of have to be, but if I just slog through Thomas Aquinas, I could give it a try. But yeah, do it in chunks. But that means I wouldn't be able to record when I'm lifting, like after every machine, which is what I do on the notes. I hit record and I just say what I did, and it writes it, and then I just stop. It makes it real easy. But I'd have to listen to like a few machines, and then once it's done listening to whatever you're listening to, then record it all together, you know, or yeah, or you could do it a chunk that matches what you do, 3 sets of 10. But I get through my 3 sets of 10 pretty quickly. I only wait like maybe 10 or 15 seconds between sets. I get up, I get off the machine, I like walk in a circle, and I get back down on it. That's kind of what I do. That's my routine. I get off the thing. It's kind of like trying to get the blood going, and I just sit back on and go again. So, yeah. So I don't ego lift. I'm not trying to lift for heavy weight. When I was doing these leg extensions at like 135 pounds, which was like, oof. You know, I can't do those like one after the other, like 1, 2, 3. I don't lift like that. I lift like 1, 2, 3. That's how I lift. But I go slower, like 3, and sometimes I lock it out. But yeah, I should. But I think when I was doing it before, lifting before when I was younger, I was never really a gym bro when I would go in there. I think it was like 3 sets of 10, like 160, if I remember correctly. And same thing with the pull downs. And I was doing 135 pull downs yesterday. Anyways, I'm talking enough. I need to have a protein drink. And man, I forgot to get bananas when I went into the store. I got bread. But I don't think I want to have a breakfast, because I had kind of a big dinner. That's another advantage that I need to remember about today. So yeah, have a protein drink and get a Gatorade. I have subscribe and save Gatorade, and I got a bunch yesterday or the other day, and so I have all these little Gatorades so I can like sip on. But yeah, you should try stretching for 5 minutes at a time, dude. And just whatever you can do, and just sink into it and just concentrate on that stretch, dude. And like, yeah. I asked ChatGPT, and I think it said Van Damme stretch for like 2 to 5 minutes, and like Simone Biles. Anyways, talk to you tomorrow.